بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا يأتل أولو الفضل منكم والسعة أن يؤتوا إلي القربى والمساكين والمهاجرين في سبيل الله وليعفوا وليصفحوا ألا تحبون أن يغفر الله لكم والله غفور رحيم صدق الله العظيم. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, we're continuing with these Quranic principles for life. And as we know that in the month of Ramadan, this is the month of Quran. And the Quran is the greatest gift to humanity. And Allah Azza wa Jal himself in the Quran says, شَهْرُ رَمَضَانَ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ فِيهِ الْقُرْآنِ هُدًى لِلنَّاسِ. The greatest gift, as we mentioned, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give to humanity is hidayah. And every salah, no salat is even valid without اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. لا صلاة إلا بفاتحة الكتاب. No prayer is valid without Surah Al-Fatiha. What is in Surah Al-Fatiha? اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. From this we understand that hidayah is the greatest gift of Allah to humanity. And that came in the form of revelation through the Anbiya alayhimus salam and their messages and their da'wah. With that being said, what is our portion of this hidayah? What is our portion of الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَهُ? This Quran that we hear and this Quran that is being recited, that the soul of that is the hidayah that we get from it. فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَهُ أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ. Those who listen to the words of Allah Azza wa Jal and then they take the best of it, all of it is the best of it, but they implement the teachings of it. They are the ones who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has guided. So we have to actively take this Quran. With that being said, every ayah and every verse is what? Is a manual of life, is a GPS for our life. So we are choosing one ayah from each juz of the Quran, and there's, like I mentioned, each one of you should do this exercise and this homework. While you're reciting the Quran, make tadabbur and reflect on that ayah that impacts you the most. In that juz, in that surah, in that ayah, when you read that ayah, take that this ayah really hit me. This ayah really inspired me and motivated me. Print it out, put the translation, read it, memorize it, and apply it to your life. This is the objective. This is what we've been speaking about these past Ramadan, Quranic principles for life. That each one is a principle to live by. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, people are confused. But alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala has not made us confused. We have hidayah, we have guidance. And if we do not take this Quran and make it and apply it to our lives, then we are worse than they are. That we're holding the water in our hands, right? Everybody's dying of thirst, but we have the water bottle. But we're holding in our hands, we won't drink and we won't give it to anybody else. Then we are the most wretched and the most unfortunate. So with that being said, from the 18th juz, this ayah came to my mind. This Quranic principle. وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. This is a Quranic principle to live by. وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. You should forgive and you should overlook. Do you not wish that Allah Ta'ala should forgive you? And Allah is the most forgiving and merciful. He wants to forgive you, but you're not going to get His forgiveness for free. You must also do something. Many of the mufassirin, they are of the opinion that the sababun nuzul, the reason behind the revelation of this ayah, was regarding the incident of waqi'atul ifk, the accusation and the allegation that was made against Sayyidah Aisha, our mother, al-Mu'mineen, and the daughter of Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, the beloved wife of the Prophet ﷺ and the mother of the believers. As we know the whole story, I'm not going to go through it. We're going to summarize this, inshallah. We had a long night. I'm going to summarize that there was allegations and accusations against the iffah and the chastity of our beloved mother from the munafiqeen and the hypocrites. They left no stone unturned to harm the Prophet. They saw that they could not beat him in the battlefield. They could not hurt him in any other way. Okay, let's do it now by attacking his family. Attacking his izzah, his iffah, his honor, his sanctities. So they made up a story that Sayyidah Aisha, na'udhu billah, her iffah and her chastity is questionable. Wal-iyadhu billah. With that being said, this went to such an extent that some of the companions unwillingly, forgetfully, mistakenly fell into some of the gossip. And this is a very important reminder for us, brothers and sisters. Another Quranic principle that we're going to get there. This is another Quranic principle that Allah Ta'ala says, إِن جَاءَكُمْ فَاسِقٌ بِنَبَإٍ فَتَبَيَّنُوا. If a random person who's not trustworthy, they come to you with some random news and gupshup and gossip, then investigate. Don't fall for what they are saying that, oh yeah, oh, did you hear that? Yeah, I also noticed that guy's a weirdo. Yeah, you're right about that. What? Like, you also noticed that all of a sudden there's nothing wrong with him, and then some random guy who's not trustworthy, he probably doesn't pray, he's a fasiq, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, he's questionable, he's not careful. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, when you hear random news from random people, فَتَبَيَّنُوا. This is going to come in its place. But this is why some of the honorable companions, they were human beings, they got caught up in these gossips. Oh yeah, did you hear about that about Aisha? Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw her coming, when she was coming into Medina, and then, that guy was holding the camel, and how? Obviously, there's something happening. There must be something going on here. Na'udhu billah. Who was the person involved? Was the cousin of Sayyidah Aisha, the nephew of Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sahabi by the name of Mistah, who was a muhajir. He was coming from Makkah Mukarramah. He left his home, he left his family, he left his job, he left his work and everything, and he came and sacrificed. And Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq would take care of his nephew. He would financially support him. He would take care of him. After this, that Mistah got involved in this and accused his own cousin and fell into it, that he was, from part of the group of the people that were making these allegations. Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq took an oath. He said, Wallahi la unfiq alayka abadan. By Allah, I will never spend on you. I don't even know you. Who are you? You are accusing your own family, your own qaraba of this? Wallahi, I will never spend upon you. And Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq cut off from him, and he cut off his support of him as well. Long story short, Allah Azza wa Jalla revealed the verses of the Bara'ah of Sayyidah Aisha in Surah An-Nur. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purified her, and Allah said that she is pure. And then the ayat and the hukum, the command of Haddul Qadhaf came down. The ruling of somebody coming to make an allegation against someone's chastity, if you do not bring 4 witnesses that they saw with their own eye that the string is going to the eye of the needle, then they will be given 80 lashes for making false accusations against the chastity of a pure Muslim. This was the hukum that came. Sayyidina Mistah was from amongst those companions that received 80 lashes. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that you have been forgiven. I have forgiven you. You have paid your dues in this world, and you are sincere in your tawbah. At-ta'ibu min adh-dhanbi kaman la dhanba lah. The one who has made tawbah from a sin is as if he has no sin. It's done. But Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq was still angry, and he was still not happy, and he continued to not spend. With that being said, look at the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal. Look at the mercy. Allah, inna Allah yughar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the most ghayrah. Allah has the most honor for His slaves. That such a pure and honorable zawj of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, Ummul Mu'mineen. But when justice and the punishment was given and the tawbah was made, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purified them, then there is no excuse now that they should be blamed or they should be cut off or we should turn our backs to them. Allah Azza wa Jal, for the sake of Sayyidina Mistah and for the sake of the entire ummah, what an ayah was revealed. وَلَا يَأْتَلِ أُولُو الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ وَالسَّعَةِ أَنْ يُؤْتُوا إِلِي الْقُرْبَى. Let not those amongst you who are ulul fadl, the people of virtue, وَالسَّعَةِ, and the people of affluence, let them not take oath, let them not take qasam by Allah that they will not spend on their qaraba, that they will not spend on their close relatives, that they will not spend upon the masakeen wal muhajirin fi sabilillah. And look at the honor of hijrah. Look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored those companions, that Allah never forgot about the sacrifice that they made. Allah never forgot and never wasted. Inna Allah la yudiyu ajra al-muhsinin. Maybe Mistah got involved in something by mistake, but Allah never put to waste his hijrah, and never put his waste to his mujahada fi sabilillah. The struggle that he made for Allah's sake, Allah Ta'ala never let that go to waste. You look at, Allah specifically mentions, wal masakin wal muhajirin fi sabilillah. Those who have sacrificed so much. We all make mistakes. So, O Abu Bakr Siddiq, وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. Let these people of Fadl, and Allah is calling Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq Fadl. You're from the people of Fadl. You're from the people that Allah has blessed with affluence and wealth. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. O Abu Bakr, overlook and pardon. Put bygones be bygones. Allah has forgiven him. How can you not forgive him? Allah has purified him. How can you not purify him? How are you still holding this grudge and saying, I will not spend upon him? أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Do you not want that Allah should forgive you? Subhanallah. Some people say, Shaykh, it's very, very difficult for me to forgive. It's very, very difficult for me to forgive. Look, nobody's asking you to forget. Forget is human nature. But forgive, you must do. And that's easy to forgive. How? أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. When somebody says, Shaykh, it's very difficult for me to forgive. When it's difficult for you to forgive, think and reflect upon this. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Do you not want that Allah should forgive you? Immediately, Sayyidina Abu Bakr said, بَلَا يَا رَبِّ إِنِّي أُحِبُّ أَن يُغْفَرَ لِي. بَلَا يَا رَبِّ إِنِّي أُحِبُّ أَن يُغْفَرَ لِي. Yes, oh my Lord, I want that I should be forgiven. I have forgiven Mistah, and I will continue to spend upon him. Allahu Akbar. Look at the Sahaba. كَانُوا وَقَّافِينَ عِنْدَ كِتَابِ اللَّهِ. They used to be just submitted to the book of Allah. When the book of Allah said this, سَمِعْنَا وَطَعْنَا. Immediately, بَلَا يَا رَبِّ إِنِّي أُحِبُّ أَن يُغْفَرَ لِي. And this is a reminder for us, brothers and sisters, holding a grudge is like a fire. Holding a grudge is like a fire. As long as you hold it in you, it will continue to burn you. The best is to throw it out. The best is to leave it and forgive. And yes, again, I have mentioned this before. It might not be easy to forget. Time will. جَرَحَاتُ السِّنَارِ لَهَا الْتِئَامُ وَلَا يَلْتَامُ مَا جَرَحَ اللِّسَانُ. The injuries that are struck by spears, they will heal. وَلَا يَلْتَامُ مَا جَرَحَ اللِّسَانُ. And the injury that's caused by the tongue, it will not heal so quickly. But the time will come. Give it time. And when a person says, Ya Allah, I forgive for your sake. My Shaykh, I had mentioned before, rahimahullah ta'ala, when he would become very angry, he said, Shaykh, maaf karna, maaf kar diya. Immediately he would be in anger and he would say, okay, I forgive you, but why did you do that? Don't do such a thing. And he says, if we want Allah's forgiveness, we must forgive. And you could see that he's still angry. He's still angry, but he did not hesitate in forgiveness. It's okay. You might be still angry. You might be still emotional. That's okay. But don't hesitate in forgiveness. Insha'Allah, that the forgetting will also come. And I will reminded you of the story of Sayyidina Wahshi ibn Harb radiallahu anh, when he came to make bay'ah to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam after killing Hamza, the best of people. Sayyidina Wahshi, what did he say? He said, Ya Rasulullah, he said, accept my bay'ah. He said, I accept your bay'ah, and I accept your allegiance of Islam, but just after this, don't come in front of me. Because when I see you, I am reminded of my uncle. This shows that forgiveness is one thing, but the pain that we have, it's okay. A person can have pain. A person can feel emotional. And a person can say, I have forgiven you from my heart for Allah's sake, but I cannot see you. I cannot be around you because I'm reminded of my trauma. This is a human element. Allah allows this. This is tabi'i, like gham. This is gham tabi'i. This is ham tabi'i. This is okay. Whatever we feel naturally because of the sifat of insan, bashariyya, this is absolutely fine. But forgiveness is something which is within our control. Forgiveness is, I forgive this person for the sake of Allah. Forgiveness and forgetting is not the same. Forgetting is something that is trauma and connected with our emotion. But forgiveness is within our capacity. What is within our capacity? What is ikhtiyari? Allah demands of us. Shaykh Ashraf Ali Thanwi rahimahullah mentioned this. There's two things. One is ikhtiyari, one is ghayr ikhtiyari. What is ghayr ikhtiyari, Allah will not ask you about. That which is not within your control. Forgetting that trauma is not within your control. Allah is not going to ask you about that. But what is in your ikhtiyar? Allah has commanded us, وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. Pardon and forgive. This is within your control. How is it within your control? You say with your tongue, I forgive you. I'm emotionally angry. I'm sad. But the forgiveness is with the tongue. The rest will come later. And you make Allah witness, Ya Allah, I have forgiven you. Why have I forgiven this person? Because I want your forgiveness. Wallahu ghafurur rahim. And Allah is forgiving and merciful, but His forgiveness has a price. You're not going to get it for free. As is mentioned, on the 15th night of Sha'ban, اطلع الله على جميع خلقه إلا لمشرك أو مشاح. Allah forgives everyone on night of 15th of Sha'ban, except the one who is ascribing partners to Allah or the one who is holding a grudge. Why? He is not getting Allah's forgiveness. Because if you are not ready to forgive, then Allah does not want to shower His forgiveness on you. You want His forgiveness, you got to pay something. And that is to say with your tongue and with your heart, Ya Allah, I have forgiven this person. Because the trespasses and the sins we commit against Him are worse than the sins committed against us. What did Allah Azza wa Jalla say? مَا أَصْبَرَ عَلَىٰ أَذًى يَسْمَعُهُ مِنَ اللَّهِ يَدْعُونَ لَهُ الْوَلَدِ. مَا أَصْبَرَ عَلَىٰ أَذًى يَسْمَعُهُ مِنَ اللَّهِ. There is no one more patient and forbearant on hearing insults than Allah. يَدْعُونَ لَهُ الْوَلَدِ. They say He has a son. There's nothing worse than that. ثُمَّ يَرْزُقُهُمْ وَيُعَافِيهِمْ. And then what does Allah do? Allah is still giving them sustenance and still, giving them afiyah. So my dear brothers and sisters, this is a Quranic principle for life. People who live with grudge, they say, we have not seen anyone who is more of a mazloom fi surati zalim. Mazloomun fi surati zalim min al-haqid wal-hasid. Huwa mazloom fi surati zalim. You know the hasid and the haqid, they will do anything and they will say anything and they will turn no stone unturned to go and hurt you because they have jealousy against you and they're holding a grudge against you. They are the worst zalim, but they're actually mazloom because they're constantly just stabbing themselves. This is a fire. It's burning the bichara person himself. It's burning the guy himself. But at the same time, he's trying to burn others, but at the same time, he's burning from within. Let it go. Let it go. And say, and how do you let it go? Ya Allah, I have forgiven him so that you can forgive him. Forgive me. I have pardoned him so that you can pardon me. I want your maghfirah on that day. That is why I have given maghfirah on this day. May Allah give us tawfiq to live with this Quranic principle and apply this Quranic principle in our lives. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. سبحان ربك.